G'day everyone, I am BlueBlaze, and the previous tier list video was on Halo Wars 2's stages. Absent from that video is the DLC levels added after the release of the game. Mainly because I feel the video would have gone too long and there would have been too many levels to fit on the screen properly. Luckily, this should be the last stopgap before the final video, which should be nice, as I've been doing this series for over 6 months now. Yeah, it's been a little while. And as much as I like making this, my tiering style has changed somewhat since the start of these videos, as seen as like the Snowy Sonic level video. However, I've been keeping it the same for this, for the sake of consistency. Therefore, I think it'll be quite fun to start changing it up with the future list. Therefore, today I will be continuing with Halo Wars 2 stages by placing the Operation Spearbreaker and Awakening the Nightmare missions on my list. The first mission of the DLC, Operation Spearbreaker's Gate Crashes, I personally feel is a somewhat slow mission to start this video with, as it consists of controlling some units in order to control 5 targets on the map. I feel it works well enough, and the encounters are somewhat fun, however not much else happens by what I can remember, therefore I think I shall place Gate Crashes in Majestic tier, above Arcadia Outskirts and below Reactor.
Nearby control towers.
The second and final level of Operation Spearbreaker, not on my watch, I feel is a fair improvement over the first level. It sees the player controlling units in an effort to stop the enemy from powering up and launching a Forerunner ship. Whilst the mission consists of getting to targets and taking them down, I feel it is paced better than the previous one and a more enjoyable level overall personally. Therefore, I think I may place Not on My Watch in Noble tier, above Operation Valiant Hammer and below Shutdown. The first mission of Awakening the Nightmare DLC, What Could Go Wrong, has the player control units in traversing around the outside of High Charity after what happened to it in Halo 3. In the level, the player ends up having to protect a Scarab as it breaks down different walls for progression. In my opinion, it is okay, however it comes off somewhat slow. Therefore, I feel I may place What Could Go Wrong in Noble tier, above Unconfirmed and below the package. Fighting Retreat involves the player protecting a base and hunter Goliaths that are breaking down walls before retreating to a base further back and repeating many times over. While sounding somewhat repetitive, I feel the consistent pressure of making sure everything stays alive from the near constant barrage of flood attacks is quite fun. Therefore, I think I shall place it in Noble tier, above Kikawani Station and below Last Stand.
Hold back to the next line.
The main goal of Light the Fuse is gathering resources in order to power 3 drill-like machines. In most levels, the player can develop this resource from their base. However, this time the player must seek it out from destroying crystals around the area. I feel this makes the level quite slow and monotonous personally. Therefore, I think I may place Light the Fuse in Majestic tier, above Cortana and below Escape. I think the Archive is quite a fun and unique level in my opinion. The player controls a small group of which contains 3 important units that have to stay alive for the majority of the level. However, in many instances the player must split them up in order to help the rest of the group progress, and vice versa. I feel I quite enjoy how this level allows many of the units to have their own use. My favourite I think is using the Honor Guard to sneak around and use a panel, or using his speed to run around lasers. That level ends with an all-out battle against the Flood as the player defends 3 points with an army that can be called in almost endlessly until the unit cap is reached. I think my only real problem with this stage may be its length, as with some of the other DLC stages, as I feel like they tend to somewhat go on a little bit too long personally. With that in mind, I think I may place the Archive in Legendary tier, above New Alexandria and below Cleansing.
It's the beams.
The final Halo Wars 2 stage overall, Manifestation, involves the player commanding units around the map to construct turrets to create openings on a proto-gravemind. Whilst I find the concept quite neat, I feel the stage is bogged down by its overly long length and repetitiveness in my opinion. However, the battle against the Gravemind is still quite fun, when not running around beforehand anyway. Therefore, I think I may place it in Noble tier at the top above Last Stand. Alrighty, that is my tier list for Halo Wars 2's DLC stages, and with it, I am up to the last game, Halo Infinite. I'm quite excited to see where its levels place in comparison to the rest of the list. And I'm quite happy to see anyone else's comments about it in, the comments. However, for now, I believe that is all from me. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I shall be back in the next one. Cheers everyone!